SolidariTee is an international student-led charity which works to raise awareness of global displacement and fight for long-term change in the European refugee crisis. It was founded in January 2017 by then first-year University of Cambridge student Tiara. She had previous experience working as a translator with a legal aid NGO in Greece, and upon her return wanted to raise funds for the refugee crisis and also raise awareness of the crisis within her student peers. She decided to spend her student loan on printing 600 t-shirts, or what we now call SolidariTees, and cycled around Cambridge delivering them and selling them, and then donating the profits to refugee and asylum seeker legal aid NGOs in Greece. Since its conception, SolidariTee has absolutely skyrocketed. Last academic year we had over 60 different university teams, and this year we currently have 53, and we hope that the number will increase too. Since SolidariTee was founded in 2017, a new t-shirt design has been launched each year, and each design is by a refugee or asylum seeker, and you'll find if you look at our website that each t-shirt design has a name, and that name is whoever designed it. The basis of the t-shirt designs is that we want each t-shirt to be an awareness-raising tool in its own right, a visual display that the student body and those who support us are quite literally standing in solidarity with the refugees and asylum seekers who design the t-shirts and who our profits go towards helping. All of the profits from the sale of SolidariTees goes towards helping refugees and asylum seekers. It is predominantly legal aid NGOs that we give money to or grants to, but we also have given a grant in the past during the COVID-19 pandemic to Kritronos Healthcare, which was a medical aid NGO that was helping refugees and asylum seekers during the pandemic. So either way, whether it's legal aid or the odd medical or alternative NGO, refugees and asylum seekers are the people that are benefiting from the sales of our SolidariTees and any other money that we raise. Each year, SolidariTee continues to grow, not just with the number of volunteers or the number of teams that we have, but in the number of t-shirts that we sell and then ultimately the amount of money that we raised. So last academic year, we sold 11,000 t-shirts. We raised £194,000 and we could give grants of £103,000 to NGOs that needed them. Legal aid refers to the provision of free, expert and professional legal advice to those going through the asylum seeking process. The asylum seeking process is notoriously difficult and complex to navigate, and is often in a country and language that the people seeking asylum are unfamiliar with. Legal aid involves a combination of a team of lawyers, caseworkers, translators, medical experts and psychologists. And it can involve the giving of information sessions and resources, interview preparation sessions, family reunion, medical and psychological treatment, and translation and interpretation. In the short term, legal aid is so important because it minimises the risk of an individual being unjustly deported back to an unsafe country, and it also stops the scattering across Europe of families that should be together. This allows refugees to start living prosperous lives beyond camps, and they gain rights to education, accommodation and healthcare. In the long term, legal aid is also important because it reduces the pressure on asylum services, preventing unnecessary appeals and reducing the pressure on services inside refugee camps. A question that SolidariTee quite rightly gets asked a lot is why Greece? There are displaced people all around the world, many of whom would benefit from legal aid. Greece was chosen because in comparison to many other European countries, Greece hosts a large number of refugees and asylum seekers. This is mainly due to simple geography. Because of its location, many people fleeing the Middle East or Africa will often enter the EU through Greece. It's normally their first chance of getting into Europe, and so Greece hosts a large number of displaced people. Asylum services were not prepared to deal with the sudden influx of unprecedented numbers of refugees into Europe in 2015 and since. Due to political disputes and the rise of far-right rhetoric towards immigration, asylum services have since remained understaffed and underfunded. As a result of this, asylum seekers currently live in Greece may wait months or years for their asylum interview, which will determine whether they get granted refugee status or not. This means that they are waiting months or years in limbo, unsure about whether they're going to be able to stay or whether they're going to be deported or pushed back to an unsafe country. In the meantime, whilst waiting for their refugee status determination, they are forced to live in dangerous, overcrowded camps. And this is the best case scenario because there aren't enough spaces in official refugee camps for all of the people seeking asylum. As such, people can end up homeless, sleeping on the streets, sleeping in abandoned parks and buildings, and in desperate situations that lead to an increase in violence, drug abuse and prostitution. And no one should have to suffer this long just for waiting for an asylum interview. This is why legal aid is so important. Legal aid NGOs offer legal guidance and other services through the asylum seeking process and increase the chances that someone's asylum claim will be successful and they'll be given refugee status and all of the increased rights that come with it. In turn, this means that they can escape refugee camps and start building a more prosperous life for themselves. There's so many ways that you could get involved with SolidariTee. The first is that if you're a student, whether that's undergrad, master's or PhD, you can volunteer with us. You might already have a team at your university, in which case you can get involved with them already. When I was doing my undergraduate degree at the University of Liverpool, I really wanted to be part of SolidariTee, but there wasn't a team already. So I set one up myself. I was the head rep there and there was lots of support from SolidariTee on how to make that work. It was a load of fun and also we were doing some good, so it's a win-win. The second way that you can get involved with SolidariTee is by buying a SolidariTee, and we also have t-shirts and tote bags on our website too. There's also other things that you can buy from our website. We have collaborations where you can buy a product and we have agreed with the organisations or companies or whatever that they would kindly give us a percentage of the price of that product. So you can look up on our website which different products that we have that would go towards SolidariTee, such as teas and coffees. It's really important to us that we continue to raise awareness about global displacement. So we run campaigns that cover a wide range of different subsections of the refugee crisis and hope to engage lots of different people and encourage people to educate themselves about the refugee crisis or about global displacement. Although SolidariTee teams are student run, we try to get everybody involved and lots of different university SolidariTee teams run lots of different projects. So maybe keep your eye out for one of those about how you can get involved. Thank you for watching and learning all about SolidariTee. As I mentioned before, there are many ways that you can get involved, but with Christmas coming up, it would be great if you could buy for yourself or maybe someone you love a SolidariTee and support those who most need it in these difficult times. Thank you.